Hello, hello. Um, Welcome everyone to the chat. Let me make sure you guys can hear me before I go any further because I know I have. Oh, okay, you guys can hear me. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the chat. Thank you guys for joining me. I want to thank Gummy. Let's Drink About It, Ciroc, my mod for being here. The Bushes, Linda B. I'd like to thank the new member. I appreciate you for joining the membership. Tay Bay Forever 17, thank you for becoming a member. Miami Popo, hello, how are you? It's always good to see you. Lena Pretty Brown Eyes. Ain't Rose Bennett, ain't none of your Bennett. How you doing? You finally made it. You got your popcorn ready, girl. Hey, house music. Thank you for being here. Okay, let me see. True Black Cheetah. Hello, how are you doing? Outspoken One, thank you for being here. And Petey Pete, it is so good to see you all. And I would like to thank you guys for joining me. Okay. Um, Please feel free to comment because we're going to have a little interactive chat here or not. I just wanted to say a few little things. Okay, I have not been inspired to come live because I don't really understand what is going on in the B sector. I don't understand all the clout chasing, all the taking people seriously who obviously don't need to be taken seriously. I don't understand all the silliness that's going on, the entertaining, the ignorance that's going on in the beef sector right about now. Um, I want to say something about Sean Bradley leaving the beef sector. Sean Bradley, I wish you well and everything that you're going to do, plan to do. And um, hmm, I understand that he left the beef sector. He made a statement that he was leaving the beef sector, but I'm not really recognizing the beef sector because I'm recognizing people dilly dallying and entertaining ignorance, pure ignorance. People who have nothing to do with the beef sector. I hear all lives being done with a motherfucker saying I'm a content creator, I'm a content creator, and has not on any occasion created any content. All I hear is conversations about past conversation and what you said in a past conversation. And we had a conversation. So let's rehash this conversation and this conversation. And you said, and no, that's not what I said. And this conversation we had, and these conversations. And then you have this troll that everyone's so enthralled with that that's not what I said, and I don't do this, and I don't. What the fuck? What the heck is going on in the beef sector? This is the most bullshit that I have ever seen. Hey, Indigo, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Hey, Miss T Velocity. Hey, Miss Coffee. Hello, how you doing? Hello, meow meow. It is just mind numbing the stuff. Hey Ava, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. Hey Nubiology, thank you for being here. Miss Ray, Shantae Elba. I want to just make sure I speak to everybody because the 185. This is a bit much. This is really a bit much that is going for content in the beef sector. It's not any content, it's all these conversations that are being rehashed. It's a bunch of ignorance going on in the beef sector right about now, in my opinion. It's all some lowbrow, boring, played out stuff that's going on in the beef sector right now. So let me see what you said. It definitely needs to be renamed. Yes, it definitely. Hey, Candy Cane, how you doing? Uh, I have never. Hey, Very Carrie, thank you for being here, my mod, Very Carrie. I have never heard of so much being made of conversations. Okay, that there is no content being put out. It's just rehashing and rehashing of old shit with new people. Now I understand why Sean Bradley, I think it was James Sean Bradley, that I'm not explaining no old shit to no new motherfuckers. Like, what the fuck is going on here? This is some okay. So I was over at Breeze earlier today, and she said that she did not feel that this new troll was being disrespectful to Lady Nika when he decided to run a story about Lady Nika and what Lady Nika has allegedly said, and then he goes on to equate the phrase eyes tired in a southern drawl about Lady Nika, in essence saying Lady Nika was illiterate. So Bree didn't find any problem with with him using this southern drawl and speaking in Ebonics and attributing it to Lady Nika. And I'm so glad that Lady Nika got up there and expressed how it was insulting to her, because it was meant to be insulting to her. So I asked Lady Nika in the chat, I was like, Lady Nika, I have a question. Did at any point did you say eyes, and I spelled it EYES, tired, or did you say I'm tired? And she said, I never said that. I said I'm tired. So how are we debating whether something that is unapologetically disrespectful, and then you let this clown of, oh, well, I didn't mean it that way, and that's definitely not the way that I mean it, and then retelling a story. I was just on my show and I said X, Y, and Z. I'm like, why do they think repeating what they said somewhere else is content? Why is it the regurgitation of what you said? You look at that fool Lemon. The only thing he has to say, well, he lets the panel take over, and when he decides to check in as if he was gone somewhere. Well, if you're doing a live, why are you gone somewhere so much? So uh you're going to get apple juice. You're going to get apple juice. And then you're playing like, oh, I had to walk my dog. I had to do this. I had to do that. No, you're sitting your ass up there letting the shit show go down and then pretending so you can have some plausible deniability that you heard the bullshit that goes on your panel. That's what's going on. So why? And then when he chimes in, well, about this conversation that I have talked about a million times over, and this is what happened, and this is what happened. No, is somebody trying to interject? No, that's not what happened. No, be quiet. Let me tell what happened. You've told the same story a million times, and this is what's passing for content in the beef sector. We as an audience are, hey, Dr. Soapy, how you doing? We as the audience are supposed to that's the when Lemon had their camera slip. That's the young Juicy that was voguing and stuff in front of the camera. That's who that is. I also hear today that there was a no comment when it was asked if Lemon was bisexual. So for those see people in the beef sector, you guys should remember this camera slip where it was a filthy mattress, a twin size mattress in the room, and the room looked like it was a crack den, and this person was voguing and putting his face all up to the camera. You guys don't remember that? I don't. Not the young Juicy. Yes, that's who that is. I'm surprised you guys don't you remember. Hey focus, I remember. That's who this is. So now so are we putting this story up about a mother of 9 children who allegedly has them taken away from her as a potential love interest to get away from the facts? Because what you think about it, what 32-year-old man, single with no children of them own, finds that this person who says that she lives in Texas, so she don't see the problem with using the N word, and it's also quite strange how this one recalibrates the story. She didn't say that I said the N word. No, she says she has no problem using the N word and she uses it all the time. See, the retelling of this story is so classic. Like, well, she said she don't understand why she couldn't say the N word because Jay Dunn called her a WB, the Hispanic slur. So because she said if Jay Dunn called her a WB, why can't she use the N word? No, that's not what she said, motherfucker. What she said was she lives in Texas and they use the N word all the time. So if you're going to tell the story properly and correctly, motherfuckers. Oh, these people are just ignorant. Hey, Paulette Waters, how are you? Okay, let me see. Exactly. Truly yours, whatever. Thank you for being here. I was there when that happened. You missed it. Well, there it is. I wish I had. I wish I had a picture of that filthy mattress and that junky ass room that they were laid up in. Hey, Cash App and bullshit. She know who's to use that around because around my way, that's a no-no. Yeah, okay. Sure did. And T Velocity. And see, now you have people who let him say this lie ad infinitum as if that was the catalyst. Hey, Vibrant, how are you doing? That was the catalyst. Now, Jay Dunn did what she did. She was out of pocket. Tex Mexicans say it all the time. It is what she said. Yeah, Texan Mexicans say it all the time. See, because okay, why do any Mexicans say it all the time? Why do any white people say it all the time? Why do any people of any race feel comfortable saying it all the time? It's not about the Texas Mexicans. It's about black people who I'm going to give you a pass. Oh, you get a pass because you're my friend. It's because people have given them passes on it, much like the idiot is who is giving her a pass on it to say that she said it in defense of being called a WB. See, that's why let's get down to the real conversation about what's going on. It's people who give them passes at saying it. It's being docile in the face of people who say that in front of you like it's a cool thing. It's people even well, I give them an N-word pass. Who are you to give somebody a pass to say the N-word? And now that it's rampant all over the place, people are trying to figure out what's the problem, who's the problem, where's the problem. Is the problem is when you have somebody excusing and giving people passes on saying such derogatory stuff about your race. I don't give a fuck. If like that ignorant ass dress, I don't consider myself one, so it don't bother me. But bitch, trust and believe plenty of other people who are not of your race consider you to be one. So you can try to talk that dumb shit if you want to, but excusing it is the problem. That is the problem. Okay, let me see what you're saying. Okay, so let me see what Shantae said. Cough cough. The black men they wanna or are effing. Let's keep it a being. Okay. Yeah. I guess you mean Shantae, I think you mean you're trying to say that they want to call us N-word or the black men that they are screwing are the ones who give them passes. Okay, so okay, I get that for the women, but let's not be remiss in saying that men do it all the time. I'm born and raised in Houston, Texas, and I don't play that along with a lot of other black people here. They try that with the ones that allow it. I thank you, One Deep. Thank you, One Deep. And hey, Keena, how you doing? And see, the problem only gets bigger as it's not addressed. So to get mad and to try to retell the story is bullshit. It's just BS to me. And I'm not going. I'm not playing these games with people who want to otherize black people. I'm not playing this game with this troll who sits up on panels and and yells and disrespect black women, but then people want to talk to them. Oh, I want to talk to you. Oh, hit the link. Oh, what do you have to say? You haven't heard what he had to say to other black women, but since it's not you, it don't matter. See, it's not me, so they're not talking to me type of attitude that has gotten a whole lot of these motherfuckers fucked up. Now, you're not young anymore. So to say, oh, well, they're young. No, you're not young anymore. You're just stupid. You're just acting stupid and you're just being a fucking fool. So all of these young people who think that they know better, uh, you know, they're the reason this generation, I mean, is regressing. The generation is going backwards because they want to give everybody else a pass to demean and say derogatory things about them, especially as black women. Let's be real clear, especially as the people who birthed these men, who birthed this generation. They want to allow the disrespect to go on against black women. Now, there was a statement that was made. Somebody made a statement today. Well, we don't have to listen to you. We can block you out. We can block people out. You can't block people out if somebody is giving content that people want to hear. So the whole attitude of the thought process that it is okay to think that if you don't like the commentary that somebody is giving, you can then block people out because you have the say so of where chatters go, and that you are the one who determines what a chatter will hear. I mean, somebody who's on YouTube will hear. See, it's the games for me. It is the games for me. And every so often, you will hear somebody slip up and let it slip that the games that they're playing, the setups and the games that they play. So you as an audience is supposed to be enthralled with people who do not like you as a human being so that they can have conversation and converse about a whole lot of nothing ass bullshit that and much of it they don't know. Conversations about the conversation that was had over on another platform, about a conversation that was had on a platform before that, about a conversation that happened last week, and about that conversation, a bunch of bullshit. So you as the subscriber is supposed to fall in line because this is what's on the menu right now. A bunch of bullshit is on the menu right now for you. So hey Nessa A, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Meow meow. So true. Hey Voodoo, how you doing? Hey Mimi 126. Please like the video. Yes, please. If you could like the video. I haven't gone live this week because to I didn't want to talk about none of this shit. But it just seems like this shit is like snowball rolling down the hill. It seems to hang on. Look behind me, it stands still. Remember that song by Ashford and Simpson? Some of y'all don't know that, but it's like this shit is snowballing into a bunch of nothingness and into a bunch of ignorance that's being discussed on the YouTube streets. So I'm gonna invite anybody up who want to say anything about it. You're more than welcome to contribute to the conversation, but you don't have to. I mean, I'm just really ugh, this shit is just like ongoing nothingness that's going on in the sector, in my opinion. And I just decided that if I'm going to ever go live again, I'm going to go live and I'm going to talk about it. I I cannot believe that this is what this sector has come to. A bunch of new people and a bunch of old people sitting up here. It's nothing to pay attention to. It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing to pay attention to. Voodoo said I haven't been paying attention to it all. That's why some of us older a la carte because it ain't because wait a minute. That's why some of us order a la carte because we ain't going with the entire because we ain't going with the entire menu. Okay, thank you. I understand that now. Yeah, you have to go a la carte because you know, you know, at this point, I just need some insure to keep my body awake and alive on this bullshit. So yeah, that's what I had to talk about as far as what's going on in the beef sector and all these contrived oh uh why don't you do this and why don't you do that, all these child, please. Okay, so hey Ebony Diamond, thank you for being here. Ebony Diamond did something, I forgot what it was. Ebony Diamond, I think it was a uh, oh I got a picture that Ebony Diamond put together that I was going to share, and I wanted to make sure that I gave her the credit for this picture, and that's what it was. And I said I have to be sure that I give her the credit for this picture that she put together, and I thought it was so funny. Thank you, Ebony Diamond, for allowing me to use your stuff. Let me see if where is it? Okay. Da 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 da. I'll find it. But if anybody wants to come up and converse about anything that I have been talking about, you're more than welcome to do so. Because I just been like sitting around, listening to a few things that have been going on in this sector, and I am just like, wow, this is a lot. This is a lot of nothingness that has been going on in this sector. So, you're more than welcome to hit the link. And I have a question. Does anybody know if Chat Rep has changed her moo yet? Um, so, these are the new beef sector, most talked about people who lay around in absolute filth and their own body odors and wear moo for days at a time. And this is the new normal. This is the new normal to pretend like this is entertaining. Oh, here it is. This is the new normal to pretend like this is our entertainment. And this is what we as adult people find entertaining. I don't, a lot of this stuff is just not entertaining to me at all. And so I just had to say what I have to say about what I see on these YouTube streets. There's a lot of ignorance going on these YouTube streets. And I can't believe that we are that desperate for content that this is what we've come to. Okay, so let me see what you're saying. Okay, so uh, I want to know what do you guys think about the new arrest of Bishop? What is his name? Bishop. Blah, 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 begins with a W. Oh my God, what is his name? I want to know what you guys think about the arrest of that new bishop, the one who pretended like his church was robbed, and then he went on to be indicted for charges for stealing money from a woman, her retirement money, and saying that he was going to buy a house for $90,000, and then he would refurbish the house and give her money back. So Whitehead, Bishop Whitehead, he's been arrested, and I want to know what you guys think about him finally having to serve justice. And he has already gotten his time in jail, and it's a done data for Whitehead. I'm not sure exactly how many years he got because I'm not really interested that much. So it seems like they appeased him and his love for orange, as you can see. Uh, um, Ebony Diamond did a great picture, and she was had a good eye to see that he seems to like orange. So they actually appeased him and put him back in full orange regalia. So That is a picture that I wanted to share with you from Ebony Diamond, always doing great captures. So, what do you guys think about this? Okay, he is not the Lord. Uh, he is not. Let me see. Hey, the unfiltered Muffy. He is not of the Lord. Okay. Hey, Bobby, how you doing? Yes, Ebony Diamond. He's a prick. Yes. Okay, so he's back in jail. It seems like somebody made a good point. I can't remember who. I think it may have been Tim Blaine. Tim Blaine made a good point, and he said that with him riding around in these luxury vehicles, living in mansions and stuff, when that woman started kicking up dust about her $90,000, you think he would have did whatever it take to pay back her $90,000 to get to pay her back and to have her you know hush her mouth and have no more complaints against him, because that seemed to be his undoing. But you're riding around here in Bentleys and Ferraris and Bodega. What is that car? Bugattis or whatever that car is with the B. But you couldn't figure out that, hey, maybe I need to. He hadn't been sentenced yet, but faces up to 45 years. Thank you for that information. But it seems like that would have been the easier way to pay her this little peltly $90,000 back, since you want to live a life of a multi-millionaire. Surely you could have paid her $90,000 back. But see, that's the thing about people. They think that somebody who's worked all she was, I believe she worked for the post office and worked all of her life and saved up her money, did something that you couldn't do, but then you want to treat her like she is so unimportant, and her complaint of her money that she worked for is so unimportant, while you sitting up scamming every day to get money. And you want to say that you, since you have access to Mayor Adams, that, and you really want to believe that you were more important than this woman. And see, these attitudes of grandioseness kill me. People who are sitting up scamming people and acting as if the working man is less than. So, Whitehead, yes, Whitehead. Did I say something else? Thank you, the Bushes. Okay, Whitehead. Dang, I'm behind in the live. How are you so behind in the live? He loves being associated with celebrities too. He definitely does. Bodega. Thank you, Petey Pete. I knew it was a man in here who um knew what it was. He's just in the church business for the money, fame, and fortune. Yeah. So I am like really glad that they finally caught him and put him exactly where he needs to be. He put a target on his back, being all flashy. He's an idiot. Exactly. And he also just couldn't do the simple thing, is pay that hardworking money hardworking woman her money back. The claim is the mayor of New York made made him do it. No, I never heard that claim. I have heard the claim that the mayor of New York is also in trouble for getting money from. It's not the Greeks. It's oh, I forgot. Oh my God, it's some who is the mayor of New York in trouble from getting money from for his campaign, and allegedly he is giving them a whole lot of uh, financial windfalls in the city of New York. So the mayor of New York is also in trouble himself. There are a lot of followers who just follow their leaders. Yes, there are. There definitely are. Um, Let me see. I can't remember where he is. These urban cities have been run for years by black mayors, and look at the results. Um, I don't. Well, no. Quite frankly, New York City has been run by a lot of non-black mayors. They had Dinkins, and now they have this Eric Adams. But most of the time, New York City has been run by non-black mayors, in my opinion. I speaking for myself, when Tom Bradley was mayor of Los Angeles, Tom Bradley did a whole lot of positive things and got a whole lot of stuff done in the city of Los Angeles when he was mayor. Eric Adams was a sketchy choice to begin with, but he won. He didn't learn anything from David Dinkins' one and only term. So I think that one of the reasons why Eric Adams won is because he was a former police officer, so he had the backing of the police union. I do believe. Don't don't quote me. I do know he was a former police officer, and I do think that they backed him. I'm not positive if they backed him, but I think that that is one of the reasons. Now you look at it that now that he has the position, there has been at least two claims of women who worked for him under the police department who have came out with claims that he had treated them inappropriately and had done some sketchy type of actual harassment of them while they were working for him in the police department. So he is facing his own. You coughing? That's my dog coughing. He is facing his own set of trials and tribulations. So, hey, therapy, how are you doing? Okay, Tom Bradley would be considered a conservative by today's standard. He would not go along with the current policies on crime in LA. Yes, and I am just so sick. I am really, really sick of these people who actually make excuses for things that does not do the community any good. I understand everybody is not from the United States of America, but to say that we just need to have our borders open is a non-starter for me. Okay. So, hey, Angela Cookie, how are you doing? Angela Cook, how are you doing? Okay, so let's talk about something else. So, I guess Mayor Adams won't be at the YouTube Street Awards. So, it seems like the porch light for the YouTube Street Awards has actually gone out. I was in another chat and somebody said that Shit Trish had taken the link down on her page to garner these said tickets that were now available through Eventbrite, and she had taken the whole link down. So if you're selling tickets for an event that is supposed to happen in the summer and you were supposed to, and also this vacation that is supposed to happen sometime in August, why is your link not working now? If they had dates where you had to pay at least half of your money by coming up in, I believe it was March, why is there not a working link? So I went over there a couple of days later to understand if this link had been taken down and if it had been replaced with another link. And lo and behold, the whole advertisement for the YouTube Street Awards was taken down. Yes, he had their backing, and sometimes we know unions don't always do the right thing. Yeah, especially the police union. Being the mayor of a large city is pretty much a no-win situation. What's the matter, boo? Excuse me. Um, my dog is coughing. T Latte said, I agree. Black folks are most damaged by this illegal immigration. Yes, because they're not going into these city council members and these mayors and these type of people, schools and neighborhoods, and to live and to slow down the learning of your child who already speaks English. They're going into minority areas to slow down the learning of your child. So that's just my opinion. They're not taking the city councilman's job. They're undercutting the pay that they would give to you. So that's what I have to say about the borders must be closed at this point. I agree. I definitely. And Brooklyn Borough president for many. Oh, he was a Brooklyn Borough president. Mayor Adams was a Brooklyn Borough president for many years. Okay. So yeah, that's what I think about that type of situation. So like the Mayor Adams doesn't seem like he's gonna be at the YouTube Street Awards. I don't know what's wrong with her. Um and Diddy was the first person, and then he had a lot of essay allegations that came up against him. Then Mayor Adams was the next person, and he had a lot of allegations that had come up against him. And so now the whole website is taken down for the YouTube Street Awards. So are you guys disappointed that you guys will not be able to attend the YouTube Street Awards? See, this is what I want to know. There's no Pastor Whitehead and Trish both have shady 501c3s and connections to the mayor of New York City. Coincidence? Maybe not. Maybe not. So I did a deep dive into this event that when she actually had the link up, and that's how I was able to find out that the link did not work, because I tried to click on the link and give you guys more information, and that was a non-operating link. And then so I went to the name that the link was under, and then I was able to find a copy and paste. What's the matter, boo? You okay? You okay? What you eat? Okay. I'm sorry. She ate something and it went down the wrong pipe. Excuse me, 1 second. You okay, boo boo? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She ate something and went down the wrong pipe and she hacking. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Where am I? Okay. There's a reason they're trying to get rid of TikTok, because folks are revealing the systematic problems the wealthy are causing, like the teachers pointing out seventh graders reading at a third grade level. Hello, hello. Now, see, that is a good point. Um, Someone made a Sims version of YouTube Street Awards, and it was really good. That was done over here. I think it wasn't a Sims version, but we did have a Street Awards. I don't know. I didn't see the Sims version. Okay, it's probably sold out. Yeah, Dana Blue, it's probably sold out. Okay, now uh I did hear something about them trying to get rid of TikTok. You see, because the dumbing down of Americans is a real serious problem. The reading level, um, I was always going, okay, yeah, Keena. I'm pretty sure you got your dress ready and stuff. The dumbing down of America is a real serious thing, and they want to continue to this America. This is the greatest country in the world, but America has fallen short in many aspects of being a great country, as far as reading, math, arithmetic, engineering, a whole lot of different levels. So while it's good to have this sing song motto and stuff, but America is falling behind because they do not want to do the hard work and to do what is needed. Okay, so there was a report. Oh, Crazilla did one. Okay, I didn't know she did one. I'm gonna have to go check that out. So let me drop her link if you guys want to see. I'm gonna drop her link, and if you guys want to see the YouTube Street Awards done in Sims form. And that would be the same Sims that, if you guys didn't see the most recent B Sector Gala, uh, it's a hoot. So let me see. I see a lot of stuff. I'm gonna drop her link to the Beef Sector Gala. If you guys missed the Beef Sector Gala, it was fabulous, and you guys ought to go see it. It's a Sims creation. The music is fantastic, and someone saying she's also done the YouTube Street Awards. Hey, Doreen, how are you doing? Okay, this is the link to the YouTube Gala. Crazilla Love does these, and let me see. Oh, it wasn't exactly the YouTube Street Awards, but if you missed the gala, that was her latest creation she put out last week, I believe. It came out last week. So treat yourself, and it's some good music, and her characters are always point on. Okay, so now the AI thing. there was a report on CNN from this reporter who worked for Facebook, and she said that uh, they were doing an investigative report to see how bad AI could be for the world, and she was tasked with seeing if AI could go into an election, for example, and sully a candidate so badly that it would make the candidate lose their race. So what she did was she tasked the AI with ruining her own reputation, and she said that she was shocked at what AI did to her reputation. She said some of the things actually had her embarrassed, even though she knew that AI was making up all these lies about her. They said there was a thread put on Twitter where different AI bots were conversing with each other as if it was a genuine thread, and they were speaking horrible things about her, and all of the people who were talking in this alleged thread was a bunch of AI bots. And then real human beings caught on to it, and then they start piling on with this alleged information, which was all made up by these AI bots who were tasked at ruining her reputation. So then they also went as far as to say that they had a leaked phone call with her and Mark Zuckerberg, and she played the phone call where it's her actual voice telling Mark Zuckerberg that she and he have to break off their relationship. When she does not have a relationship with her, this phone call was generated by the AIs using her actual voice. So, one of the things that they're thinking about AI is that we may be get into some trouble where AI just continues to generate whatever it chooses to do, and self corrects itself, and to the point where you won't be able to turn off. Oh my goodness. Where you won't be able to turn off this AI. So, what do you guys think about that? Sadly, many parents struggle with reading. Please like this video. Okay, you're missing the big picture. The wealthy need dumb and less intelligent folks to keep their companies and factories running. Not everyone can be millionaires. It's a capitalistic society. However, I disagree. I disagree with that. I don't disagree that they need, but see, the thing is, the American CEOs and the wealthy are saying that Americans are too dumb to run their companies. They're saying that they need outside workers because Americans are too dumb. So there is that also that aspect that is going on in America right now. Okay. Oh, did I miss the live? No, you didn't miss the live. We're just having a little conversation. So and in that vein, you have to look at all the people who are immigrating, well, who are coming to this country illegally from China via the southern border as well, that they never tell you about on the local news. And these are people who are, basically middle class, who are paying 15 to $16,000 and using apps to come to this country, who have Airbnbs set up along the way that are specifically for these Chinese people to stay and migrate to America. And then they are, there was a suit that this black couple and his sister bought a about this Houston neighborhood that was advertising brand new condominium developments. And in the advertisement, it says this is a great place to live the Asian lifestyle. And it said that it was in walking distance of this big Asian marketplace. And it was advertised specifically to live the Asian lifestyle. So this black man, his wife, and his sister wanted to buy 3 units in this apartment, this condo complex. And when the realtor, she also lived in the unit, and when they went to seek to see the unit, she said, "Well, I don't think you'll be comfortable here because most of the people who live here, they know each other and they're family or they're good friends, and I don't." She wouldn't even show him a unit. So he filed a lawsuit. I don't know if he went to the fair housing first, but he filed a lawsuit, and that was in 2022. He filed the lawsuit, and it just came out that he lost the lawsuit. It was a judge who was appointed by Ronald Reagan who said that he could not prove that it was discrimination. So he wanted to sue for discrimination in housing because he was not allowed to buy into this Asian community. So, what do you guys think about that? Hey, Nurse Shay, how you doing? So, uh, there was some conversation about this was saying, well, why would he want to buy into an Asian community? Well, why can't he buy into any community that he chooses to buy into? He was not allowed to buy in this community. He said that he foresaw that he would be able to, and that was another thing they were saying, well, you won't be the primary person who lives here, so that would be a problem. Why would that be a problem? I'm pretty sure many other people who bought into that unit are not the primary uh, person who lives there. You look at uh, all the apartments, all the condos in New York City. They have something they call the um, the Golden Mile, where they have built all these apartments for billionaires, and up to 65% of them remain unbought, and most of the people who have bought into them, there is it is their second or third property, so they're rarely there. So they have all these big high end apartments, condos, and stuff that are sitting empty in New York City, when New York City has such a housing crisis, such a homeless population. But you have all these big condos for billionaires that sit empty most of the year. But these are the things that are being approved, as opposed to any type of housing for the middle class, who has really evaporated, for the working class, should I say, and for the poor. So these CEOs would tell you a whole lot of whatever. But the bottom line is that without a middle class, right now we are really teetering on rich and poor, and without a middle class, America is like really screwed. So that's what I have to say about it. So what do you guys say? Let me see. The number one group who is wealthy are East Indians. They Number two are the Japanese. Number three are Pakistanis, who are essentially East Indian. Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot going on here, and let me see what Dana's saying. What about the Asians who buy up neighborhoods and big houses, then fill them with illegal pregnant women so that the children can be born here and automatically become citizens? I wasn't aware of that, but I'm not surprised that it happened. We need a middle class to be strong. We definitely do. But they're trying to usurp the middle class by bringing in workers who will work for less money just to stay over here. And let's not forget that this market of Asians who come over here, they already have a set up market. They don't need to advertise. Uh, they don't need to advertise for renters or anything like that. All of this is on their way that they govern themselves, that they spend their money only with each other, the way that they network with each other, so they can fill apartments or whatever they need without even doing any formal type of advertisement, and to keep any and everybody out of the loop other than the ones that they want in the loop. So let's not forget about that part of the equation. Uh, in the thread that they were talking about, where this man was not allowed to buy into this housing, somebody was talking about how even in San Francisco, where the renter market is so high, you would be surprised at the number of rooms, apartments, and homes that are being rented to Asians amongst themselves without ever being advertised, which are way below the market rate of what it is in San Francisco. So let's not forget about that. See, it's one thing for everybody else. What is it? These Armenians, they have a saying, they have a toast: us first and then everybody else. So there, if you are in step with only your race of people, it's you first, then everyone else. You're gonna rent for whatever you want to rent to your own, to help them get a foothold, to help them get up. But if you need to rent to someone else, you're gonna rent them the high ass market rate. So let's like I say, a lot of people think that segregation was a great cure. I think the segregation, the anti-segregation, harmed us in many ways, because you have so many of us who don't want to spend with us. You hear, I mean, of course, you don't want to live in the hood or whatever, but you not want to bring people with you? Do you not want to? And I'm not talking about bring a hood mentality with you. I mean, increase the mentality of the hood, increase the resources of people in the hood, so the hood is not the only thing that they can attain throughout their whole lifespan. This is one more thing I want to uh, talk to you about. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you guys are aware that Ron DeSantos has done away with DEI in college universities in Florida. So, um, one second. So, diversity, equity, and inclusion in most in all Florida schools that will get money from the state government and the federal government. So, diversity, equity, and inclusion are the head of the NAACP in Florida is urging black athletes not go to these schools. In the year of 2020, they made something like, oh, I don't have the clip. They made millions, tens of millions of dollars in one school year off of the sales and revenue that they generated in sports alone in Florida schools. So now the NAACP is urging black student athletes to avoid Florida schools. And he is fully aware that this is going to be the way for some black students. This is going to be the only way that some black students will be able to go to colleges on a sports scholarship. And he understands that all black students may not be able to do this, but he feels that if Florida wants to gain off the backs of what black athletes bring to their school, then they should be just as invested into the diversity, equity, and inclusion of these black students and their campus life, and also in everyday life as it applies to employing people and having equity, unity, and diversity in all manners of life in Florida. So there has been a think tank that has come together, and they said that once, if they can get DEI eliminated in one school, then they have a chance to then eliminate it in every school in every state. So Ron DeSantis made that very easy for them to do, and now they are marching out and trying to present this to congressmen, senators in all different states to say how DEI is a bad thing. So that is happening right now. So I just wanted to see what you guys have to say about that. Wow, yet in California, when a group of black people developed land for black town, encouraged black business and owners and residents to come there, they were sued for discrimination. Yes, and that is yes, yes, yes. They say you discriminate. It's always a way to say that you don't want to include the other person. Like, how can you discriminate against me when you want to look out for your own, but everybody else can look out for your own? I don't think that they should hire people who are less skilled because of their race, but they definitely do. They definitely do, and they definitely will. You look at a lot of these construction sites, like in Florida. They said that since DeSantis has such a his immigration policy is what it is for illegal immigrants, that a lot of the construction sites don't have people to do their work. Well, why did they have an influx of people to do their work before their immigration policies that he put forth? See, because it's not the immigrant who's at fault for getting a job and working for less. He's working for less, but he's working for more than he would have ever got in his country, and they don't even have experience. But what about the policy about the people who hire these illegal immigrants? See, because they can't work unless somebody one of these people who you guys believe don't think that, who one of these CEOs don't hire them. See, they're working for companies, and then they'll contract out a person to do this. They'll contract out a person to do that. So the major corporation hands is not really on it. Well, we don't do that. We contract that out, but they're still working to do the job for you. Just like Walmart. Walmart has no warehouses to unload their freight. You know, like your major grocery store, they'll have a whole warehouse where everything is shipped, received, the trucks come in, get loaded, and go out to different markets. Walmart does not have that. Walmart is the largest retailer in the United States, and they do not have a warehouse where they receive their goods, unload their goods, or anything. What Walmart does, and Walmart does this all over California, they hire day workers. They don't even hire you onto a company or anything. They call it day laborers, and they go out and get so many people. You have to unload this truck in X amount of time. No insurance, no anything. You get hurt on the job, next person. They're not doing nothing for you. You don't have nothing, no leg to stand on. And this is who's unloading the trucks for the largest retailer in the United States. So, say come again. Okay, and UCLA what has no affirmative action, and those black kids that go there have a 4.5 and 4.5 GPA and are stacking them up and blowing them down academically. And another thing, the Asian student who was the one who brought the case against UCLA. Now he is upset because he's trying to get into graduate school, and he feels that he's trying to get into graduate school. He regrets bringing the a case against affirmative action uh, in California colleges because he feels that his life experiences are not being considered and should be. So now he has totally, if you read up, you can Google it. He is totally mad at himself that he bought this action because, see, now he doesn't benefit from it. See, yeah, it's just a mess. It's just a mess, and they're just turning back any uh any strides that we made. But hey, UCLA is the hardest school to get into in the country. So yeah, see, it's okay when our universities are filled up with people from other nationalities and black people who have been here since the inception of the United States. Oh well, I guess Chinese people have been too. Uh, can't get in, so yeah, it's a lot going on as far as what's going on in our social climate. Those Asian students are butthurt because those black kids who go there are serious about it. They have to be serious about it. I one of my former colleagues, he had a daughter, and ever since she's been in the ninth grade, they have been they have been recruiting her for these STEM classes, and they would have the STEM summer classes at USC and UCLA, and she would have to decide which one she was going to. So she has a full scholarship to UCLA, and then she will be going to UCLA. She's a black girl, 100% black girl. So even though, and I think her mom, yeah, her mom lived in the hood. It's no, not, she didn't live in suburbs. She lived in the hood. So just because you live in the hood don't mean that you cannot excel, but you need somebody there to push behind you, and you need somebody there to garner the opportunities to make learning a criteria for you. And our kids still can achieve. It's not where you're born. Is what you're born into, is my opinion. Yeah, so let me see what you guys are saying. My little sister worked for Walmart, and they had day workers that got paid at the end of every shift. Exactly. So it's not let's not pretend like America has our let's not pretend like America in this capitalistic society is good for us, because they're finding out ways and ways to cut down the worker and to make the middleman less important. I think that that's why I am a big proponent for unions and union workers. See, because I don't think that the largest retailer in America should be allowed to unload their trucks in such a manner. That's just me. I think that they should have regulatory hours. They should have regulatory pay. They should have regulated breaks. They should have insurance. They should have, and they definitely should be covered under worker compensation, because this is using your bodies to move large goods and stuff. So and then you have some people who like, oh well, unions take money out of our paychecks, and they support different political campaigns that I'm not affiliated with. And so a lot of people have been sold into the thing that unions are not good for the American workers. So the lack of unions is what has, in my opinion, gotten the worker into this shift type work. Now they have all this shift work where you can work for Target or different company or whatever, and you don't even get a scheduled shift. It's just all your shift is open like 7 days a week. You can be called in at any day, any hours to work. What type of shit is that? They call that shift work. Then the DoorDash and what do they call the DoorDash and the other Ubers and all that type of stuff? Gig work. See, that's why people have to depend upon that so much. And these jobs pay little, have no insurance, have no security, no anything. So yeah, it's a lot going on in the United States. So now let me show you guys. Hey, kind to me, how you doing? Did you hear about the ban on TikTok by the House of Representatives? What are your thoughts? I just heard about it. I just heard about it here in this chat. If you want to get up and tell me more about it, because I did not see it. Unions are needed, in my opinion. Personally, I don't get the hate for diversity and inclusion, even if they only give, if even if only give the diverse people spot. It's only a small percentage. They're seriously upset. More black people won't want to get educated. Yes, they are seriously upset that black women are per capita the most educated people in the United States. Don't get it twisted. So that is very upsetting. And even though they still won't pay back black women their worth, black women are paid the lowest on the totem pole. But yes, I did hear something about TikTok being banned. Kind to me, if you want to come up and tell me a little bit more about it because I didn't hear it for myself. I'm gonna have to go back and hear about it after this live is over with. Oh hell no, surgeons are on call. They're not being paid like PhDs. Surgeons are on call. What do you mean? Are you serious? They're not being paid like a physician. I think that's what you mean. Okay, so I think what you're saying is like you shouldn't be at Target and have a position where you're on call because you're not a physician. So why is your work shift an on call type of shift? I think that's what you're meaning. So you're getting paid, you're at working at Target, you're getting paid little to no money, and therefore, uh, why can't you have a set schedule? See, because this is what working in America has become, and everybody wants to pretend like corporations can't afford to pay more. But you look at the top of these corporations, and it's just disgusting the amount of money that they make that they don't have to pay taxes on and all this type of stuff. And when the lowest of the workers are paid not enough to live off of. Okay, I think the DEI should only go to those who have the skills. Otherwise, those students are going to be very miserable when they have to compete with those black kids with that 4.5 and that high SAT. I think you may mean affirmative action, not DEI, because I think that diversity, equity, and inclusion should always be taught, no matter how much money you make or where you work. Because if you're excluded, I think that it doesn't matter what your grade point average is. Okay, let me. Kind to me is up here. Hey, kind to me.
Hi, Ronnie Q. Hi, Chad. Hope everyone has had a great Wednesday. I don't know
Hi,
much
G.
about it to offer anything additional, as well as wondering if you heard about it because I'm wondering what does that actually mean, you know?
I just heard about it since I've been in the chat, so I'm gonna have to look more into it. I had heard about it, them looking at it for a long time because they felt that it was a way that they were stockpiling information about people and stealing people's information. So that's the only thing that I heard with why they were thinking about banning TikTok here.
You feel that's, mm, do you feel that way? That's why?
Well, I don't know. I see. I don't even use TikTok, but that I.
Okay.
What do you think?
I just think it's another way for the government to control us now. I mean, they're wanting to say it's because it's China-based application,
Mhm.
and China's not going to sell it to the U.S. I don't think because they're making so much money on it. I think it's just a way for more Americans to be censored by banning it. But I don't know to what extent they'll ban it or when will it happen or any of those things. So, like you, I need to find out more information.
Yeah, and like the person who brought it up in the chat, they were saying that since it has come out that the average American reads at a third grade level, that a lot of people are talking about things like that on TikTok, that they also believe that is a censorship aspect to why they're banning it, because a lot of people are speaking out about whatever they want to say on TikTok. So
Hmm.
therefore, a way to control it is to ban it. Just like on YouTube, you
Right.
cannot talk about certain things on YouTube, or they're gonna strike your video down, or that they're going to you can get your page removed. You cannot talk about this Israeli thing that's going on in any type of detail or with any type of freedom. You have to censor everything you say, and you have over 35,000 people who have been unalive, and that's not counting the ones who are lost under the rubble of all these buildings. But you cannot
Yes.
can't speak freely about
Freely.
this.
Yeah. The U.S. wants to control
Yeah,
our thoughts, our speaking. And even when, we
Mhm.
had CV-19, there were some point they didn't want us to mention that in certain, on YouTube, I want to say that they couldn't say the word. I don't
Yes.
know if that's true anymore, but I remember you guys saying that at some point, or they were at least monitoring it being said in chats
Right.
or on the platforms.
Yeah. You had to use an alternative word for it. And,
Mm-hmm.
you're an adult and you can't say the technical term of your female anatomy. I can, no, you're an adult. If your video is marked not for kids, you cannot say adult term. You have to say "erdered." Like what? Excuse
Right.
me, "erdered." Like what is going on? Yeah, but that's censorship, and
Mm-hmm.
people are getting acclimated to being censored
Yeah. Instead of
just for
freedom of
access
speech,
to it. Hmm.
no longer freedom of speech. Now your speech is censored. So yeah,
Exactly.
that's crazy.
Yeah, or unalived. I mean, even on like that is so crazy. Yeah, that is like really, really crazy. So that is one of the things that I'm going to check on because I'm very interested to see. Now you see that 45 is now officially the nominee on the other ticket, and there's been a lot of talk about that. Plenty of people are disappointed that the Democrats did a lot of maneuvering to make sure that there would be no body uh, to run up against what is it, primary Joe Biden.
Hmm.
So what do you think of that? So we're just stuck with these 2.
I knew he would. I just felt that
Hmm.
he would. It's crazy that you just kind of know that you're an ex-president that's done the crimes and alleged things, some proven at this point, is
Right,
nominated to become our president again. It's crazy, but you want to censor us on what we talk about on YouTube. How?
right.
How do the two
Well,
go? It's crazy. What world are we
but
living in?
and then you look at the average Joe who you can't get a job with many companies if you have these any certain type of conviction on your record though. But somebody
Right.
with the type of conviction on his record can run for the leader of the free world.
Right. That's what's really mind-boggling. Like, who are these people? I'm telling you, we need to get everyone out of the House and Senate. Democrats, Republicans, they need new people, new ideas, fresh ideas.
Yeah.
They need to go back to when they actually thought about the people they were fighting for. That's not happening now.
No, and it seems like what they're fighting for is to join up with different lobbyists who is going to give them some type of lucrative position after they get expelled from the Congress, voted out of the Congress, or retired from the Congress. They're looking out
Absolutely.
for themselves, not for the people who voted them
Absolutely.
into office.
Absolutely. That's the main thing. And that's so sad because if that's the case, why do we even have the different, sides? Why? Neither are looking out for a Republican or a Democrat. I always say
Yeah,
I'm independent. We need just an independent person that could run and speak for us. And I guarantee they might do better than either of the two we have because I don't like either of the ones running now at all.
yeah. And you're just put into a difficult position where it's basically the lesser of two evils because
Again, remember we had that in when it was the first time with
the first time, yeah,
Hillary and Trump.
yeah, even
You know?
Hillary and Trump was a lesser
Mhm.
of two evils as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who's to say it's not going to run? It's just so ludicrous. Um, I I just hate being put in this position, but this is a position that we are in now. They have the third party. We have Kennedy, who's still on the ticket, and Cornel West is on the ticket in several different states. So now they're trying to put out the boogeyman whistle. Well, they could make Biden lose. They could make Trump win. Well, it's not our fault that these two minuscule candidates have the power to not make Biden win. That's Biden's fault because he's been in
Mhm.
office for 4 years. And what do you think
He's been
about them? What do you think about them taking so long to bring charges on 45? Like, why did it take them so long to bring charges, and now we're in the courts with all these stall tactics? Why did that judge have to allow all this testimony in this
Fonnie Lewis.
Fonnie Lewis case?
Listen, honestly, I was rooting and still am. I haven't followed it so much more now that Merchant has been sitting in front of, I guess, some of the House of Georgia representatives. So I don't
Okay.
know what's transpired from that, but just that alone, it lets you know that a judge can't make a simple decision that you found no wrong in what the prosecutor or the DA was doing, that it needed to go to a house for them to review what Merchant is saying, something that she's saying coming between a man that she was playing with on a telephone through text messages. Like, that is so weird to me.
And the other thing, that Merchant was behind what's his name?
Wade,
Uh, Wade.
not Wade. Yeah,
She was
Wade, and was it Wade, the chunky kind of one, or the
no,
other one?
no, Wade is funny, the lead prosecutor in the case.
Okay, right.
What she was like totally behind him when he was running for his seat. Now, also with her testifying before that Georgia Senate committee, did you see that man at the end literally tear her apart and says, "Well, you put this in the brief as a case to uphold your case, but even in this, it doesn't make sense because it doesn't uphold your case." And then she's like, "Well, I'm not familiar with that. I have to read." Bitch, you put it in your fucking case. Like,
Well,
it
that's
was
the
just like,
thing. She was throwing so much at them. Even
mm-hmm,
just on the first day of me watching her throwing so much at them about a conversation basically that she, received from Bradley. And
right.
who knows what their situation was? Why are these people sitting here listening to this in front of the entire world? What has the lady
And the,
done that was wrong? What has she done that is illegal against the law? Have we found that
and
out
then
yet?
no, she hasn't done anything. And then so what he said is, you said you're bringing this because you wanted to show a conflict of interest, and that she was trying to prolong this trial. You're saying that she bought this case so she could go on a cruise for $3,500. How much does she make a year? Two hundred and
Right.
fifty-seven thousand dollars. You're trying to say a woman who makes $250,000 brought forth a whole case so she could go on a trip for $3,500,
Right.
$4,000, and she said, "Well, I'm not saying that. I just put in what I can prove. I didn't put in the things like the Uber." Like, bitch, even if you had, bitch, what?
Even
Okay,
if you
but then he didn't
had.
say that. But he didn't say that. She said, "I just put in things that I can prove," trying to imply that there were other expenses, but don't imply them because you couldn't even put them in your case. So why are you even
Even speaking
implying
on it.
that
Exactly.
you couldn't even put in your case because you know you can't prove it? You're just sitting up here in front of these Georgia senators trying to imply something that is not even in your case. And then he goes, "Well, you said that she wanted to prolong the case." So it says right here, early on, Wade offered your client a plea deal where he would have to serve no jail time, and you turned that down. So it doesn't seem like he was trying to prolong your client's case at all. It seems like he was trying to do away with your client case, give him a plea deal where he wouldn't have to serve no jail time. You turned it down. you are the one who prolonged his case. Wade didn't prolong it. You prolonged it. Oh, and
Mhm.
then she just word salad that to death. And I have to look at this. These are the cases that she cited that would uphold her case. So why you have to
Right.
all of a sudden you're unfamiliar with these cases that you put in the briefs that would uphold your own case? Oh my God, it was so much.
Right. Initially, I thought she was, one of Trump's attorneys, but I think she's fighting for another person. I forget who he was and what he did, but all of them. And I love that thing he's saying is that you guys are willing to do all of this, knowing that the president, basically tried to steal the election. Like, let
Right.
that sink in.
Right, exactly. That is exactly, that is a lot.
That's a
Now,
lot.
yeah, and you guys are supporting him and
And
supporting everybody.
supporting him. You're trying
Yeah,
to fight for him, and he tried to steal Georgia the election. You don't
yeah.
see anything wrong with that? It's just so crazy to me to watch, but that's where we are now. So I don't know what's going to
And
happen
it's
with that.
pathetic.
It is.
Yeah, it's pathetic. Now, the last thing about that Fonnie Willis, at even going to talk to them while she has a case waiting on a judge to uh rule on, that's against Georgia's laws. That her going to talk to the Senate and furthering things that she could not present in court, things that she was not allowed to say in court. Now she's sitting there with her legs crossed, saying all of this other stuff that she wanted to put out was not allowed to say in court. Now she gets to say it in front, which is also covered by TV, which also things that she can put out and spoil a jury pool if this does go to trial. Because
Hmm.
see, a lot of the stuff that she said in front of these senators, she was not able to say in court.
You're right.
But see now the Democrats can bring her up on judicial
Well, and that's what
under
I'm hoping
uh,
that some of
yeah.
their ass,
Hmm.
the Democrats, I'm
Yeah,
hoping that that's what happens.
I definitely hope that they bring her up on charges
Hmm.
against her law license for doing
Hmm.
that because they can. And if they can, why wouldn't they? Because
And don't
what she
even,
did. Go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I forgot what I was going to say. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they can bring her up on these charges. So why wouldn't they? She shouldn't have been up there, as she has a case before a judge. She wasn't supposed to be going up there talking about hypotheticals and things about this case before this judge rules on the case. So I think that they should hammer her.
I definitely do. And I don't know if there should be anything against the fact that she, tried to get all of this information from this dumbass Bradley, who was dumb as hell. I couldn't understand, first of all, how him or Wade, especially as a prosecutor, they just didn't speak like attorneys to me, but maybe that's just how they were because they're in the hot seat.
Uh
But
huh.
for you to be contacting or her to even be contacting him and you're talking about your law partner and what goes on in his marriage life, like what what kind of man is that, you know?
Right, exactly. And then the way that he just Bradley just turned into a snitch, like he's
Turned
all
into a snitch
bitter.
bitch.
Yeah, and he's bitter, but he's bitter about his own actions. He had to pay off somebody because he allegedly,
20,000 or something, right?
yeah,
Wasn't
as a
wasn't it like
an
20K?
employee.
Yeah.
I know 14K was left in an escrow account,
Okay,
and
maybe
and
that's the
that's what they
number.
paid her off for. And I don't know about the other case. It was two cases.
Mm-hmm.
Now he acted as if, oh, I just left that $14,000 there. And when they was like, oh no, that $14,000 went to pay this woman who accused you of FSA allegations. And I was like, what? Now he's bitter and mad because they let him go. They've been a fool to have kept him on.
Exactly. They really
Like
would have been
now, then all of a sudden you come dropping
dropping
dimes
dimes.
about a relationship and have no proof to back it up. It'd have been different if he
No
had proof to
proof
back it up.
whatsoever. I mean, he was the guy's divorce attorney, right? But
Right,
even that has limits. That's
right,
privileged information, confidential.
exactly. Mhm. It's just a mess,
It's a
and
whole
to
mess, and I hate it for
it
her because I really think I want to believe, and I could be wrong, but I wanted to believe that she was looking out for them, as far as them being the better people or him being the best person for that job because she had gone to others to see would they be willing to take on the case.
she had
Um,
gone to the former
Former
governor of
governor of
Georgia,
Georgia.
so it's
Yeah,
not like he was her first choice.
right, right, right.
Yeah, so,
And he was like, it didn't pay enough.
exactly, and then
So
so to argue that, she did it for monetary gain, like, get out of here. It is just so insulting on its face.
yeah, it is.
But
It
they
is.
got it all up in court. They got a hearing and talking got a daddy up there and all of this. Now you think that they would do this to any other prosecutor?
No,
But a black woman,
absolutely not.
but a black woman. Okay, let's get all in the sex life. Let's get
And that's why I
child.
think
It's
the
a mess.
judge should have listened to as much as he needed, which was nothing still, but nothing, and let her continue on with the case. That's just my
Yeah,
thought.
because the judge did not. I agree. The judge did not have to listen to any of
Yeah,
all this salacious gossip and rumor and anything.
that's a
He
rumor.
his priority was to decide if she benefited financially, and
Hmm.
they were not able to prove
They
that.
were not, not
That's just
that we
bottom
saw.
line.
I agree.
Yeah, girl. So, yeah, I appreciate you coming up and chit chat with me because yeah, this is a whole mess. Now I saw him on they were showing clips of him, and I don't know if he's on the bench right now or if those were old clips, but he's expected to rule this week. Like, what took him so long to rule? He could have ruled
That's
on
what
that
I'm thinking.
right after they
What
got
is
done. And he took
that's
a
what I
whole
was
week off
wondering. I was hoping
because
that I
it's
just hadn't heard, the results of the
girl.
outcome
He's
yet, but so
stalling.
he hasn't ruled on it yet.
All of these stall tactics are working. Oh my God, I am so
And they'll
done.
eventually get to the judge if he's not strong enough or if they haven't paid him enough money. And
Mhm.
hopefully not, because, who can trust Trump at this point? He's
Yeah, he
about to
said
be
he
the
wanted to.
next president,
He
possibly.
said he would like to be a dictator for one day. Well, what can a dictator for a day do? The dictator
Everything they
for
want.
one day can say, "I'm president for life." That's all he needs
Hmm.
to do. If you're a dictator for one day, that's all you need to do. And the Constitution is no more. We're writing our own Constitution. That's what a dictator for one day. And you have these idiots behind him. Like, I don't have a problem with it. If he wants to do it, he should do it. Oh my God, it's just like mind numbing.
It really
That's why
is.
we're really in a situation. We have dumbed down our own people, our own American citizens to civics and to history and to all of
Right.
the things
I
that
really hope that parents are listening to these things so that they can talk to their kids about these decisions that are happening because these are the things that are going to affect their kids in the long run. I mean, everybody needs to be paying attention to what's going on as far as the government right now.
you are more than correct. You are
Yeah.
absolutely head on, and the things that they are trying to move your attention away from are some real
Mhm.
important things.
Like the ban of you,
So
like the ban of TikTok. What is that causing? That you could easily pass that bill, but you won't pass a bill that keeps these foreigners from entering and taking over. And I mean,
right.
that's crazy.
And affecting the American middle class workers and all this type of stuff because they don't want to. They want to give these rich people any kind of break that they can,
Keep giving
and if
them
that
money.
yeah, keep giving them money. If that means hiring
Hmm.
people who are not trained, who you can pay less. They don't care about the American workers, but they can report all these different job numbers that are so grand and great. And what type of industry are they in? Are they paying enough for people to live a decent lifestyle? The federal minimum wage is still $7 and some change.
$7 and some change. What the hell are you going to buy with that?
Yeah, and you can't, and there is no city in the United States that on that money that a person can rent a one bedroom apartment. No city in the whole entire United States. No, I so
But they
but
get
we're
us with that once a year, allowing you to get all of this money back in income tax, and by the next month, you have nothing to show for it. You're not purchasing a single family home. You're not investing that money back into your children or a way for you to make more money. They're going to constantly, until we start thinking outside of the box and doing something different and not the same thing, we're going to continue to get the same results. I just went up for a new position with my job, and in speaking with the lead person, she's the director basically. When she enjoyed the interview, we had a very nice interview. Everything was well. She said, "You are my choice." When I left out of the interview, and then a few days later, she calls me and she's telling me that it was a very hard decision. It was between myself and another person, but the other person had a little more experience in the field that we're in. I was
mhm,
like, really? But Ronnie Q, I'm telling you, I think it's some more to that bullshit, and I'm gonna be on my Magnum PI when I get back to
mhm,
work on Monday. You
mhm.
gotta watch these people. It might be somebody that's off the street, that's a friend of somebody, and a friend and doesn't have any other qualifications. And trust the plus, I will find out.
Yes, it happens all the time.
Hmm. It
Yes,
does.
it happens all the time.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But you're gonna, God has something for you, and it's just
Thank you.
unfortunate. Like you have to live your life this way, and you have to, my
Basically,
husband, my
feel like
husband,
you have to defend yourself, or you have to pull out. Was it because of this, my age, my race, my
uh-huh,
weight?
my
What
gender,
what is
my
it? My
gender.
gender, and
Yeah,
I'm not afraid to say those things to them.
yeah,
But I
and
will find
go ahead.
out.
Yeah, you should, as
I
you
will.
should.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's like a lot of people think that it's hard navigating the blue collar or working class world. The white collar world
It
is
can
something
be
else
if
as
you're not
well.
familiar with what processes are and what you need to do. But once
And
you learn that, there are rules and there are things in place to protect most everyone. And if some of those things have not happened, um, you got a leg to stand on. You got something you can fight with, and that's all I need is that.
yeah, well, I know you're going to be diligent in finding out what's really going on, and that's what you have to do. On top of doing your job.
Hmm.
Yeah,
On
it's
top
a
of
must.
doing my
Like,
job, and I'd
yeah,
already been doing the job because they were looking for someone to put in that position. And the position is more dealing with account management, which is something I barely do now, but it's at a more level, a higher level.
uh huh,
And a lot of my customers are overseas, so I enjoy working with them. But they're telling me that the other person they've hired, I've only been in this field for a little over a year, so
uh
they're
huh.
saying that they have more experience in the field. But we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
see
see.
if those things are true.
Well, good luck to you on that. And yeah, I understand exactly what you mean.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
No, thanks for coming up and sharing. It's a lot going on in America right now,
Yeah,
and we need to pull our heads out of the sand and start looking around and start taking these things seriously.
yeah,
So, yeah,
yeah. And if we can get together as a women and talk about different things, there share ideas. There may be something I know or something someone else knows that can point me in a direction of what I need to be looking at. So these calls are good for me. I enjoy them. I always
I'm
get
glad.
something good from your calls. So thanks for coming live.
All right, thank you for coming up.
Okay, I'm gonna drop down in the chat.
All right, all right, bye bye. Okay, so I want to thank Kind to me for coming up. It's Z. Uh, right. Pass a bill to pay teachers more and pay family leave. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Hello, Danielle Berry Sports Highlights. Thank you for being here. So I just wanted to converse with you guys about some things that I see going on the YouTube streets, and so some things that I see going on the streets of America as well. So if you guys like the conversation, you're more than welcome to support the channel. You can cash out $ Ronnie Q. Let me see. Yeah, you can cash out $ Ronnie Q if you want to support the channel. And also, if you would please hit the like button on your way out, I would greatly appreciate that. And for all my members, I got something for all my members. I have a post on the membership post for all of my members. And if you are a member to the channel, or if you have been a member to the channel, say like last month or something like that, I have created a gift for my members. Just go to the membership community wall post, and I would like to show a token of my appreciation to all of Ronnie Q's cutie pies. And I have a gift for anyone who would like to receive one. And I want to thank you guys for becoming a member to my channel. And thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. So yes, good luck with that. Thank you, kind to me. Good luck with that, kind to me. I am wishing you the best, because it is something else. Trying to navigate these streets, and to say that people are trying to take away DEI as if it's not needed. It's definitely needed in uh, in our schools and in our jobs. So they're trying to take it out of schools to make it more easy to take it out of jobs. That is this think tank. That is what they're trying to do. And so we have to stay vigilant, and we have to stay on top of these things. These things can greatly affect us and how we live our lives. So hey, thank you. Yes, I really appreciate, all my members. And, I want to give back to them. And I appreciate you guys for even just coming over, hitting the like button, and conversing with me. All the smoke, how you doing? Okay. All right. Thank you guys for coming out. And with that, I'm going to close. And God bless you. If you were a former member and your membership ran out, just go. Oh, just hit me under the comments. You won't be able to go to the membership. If you were a former member and your membership ran out, just hit me under the comments of this video, and let me know that you were a former member and you would like your membership gift, and I would definitely get that out to you. So I thank you, kind to me. I just heard my phone go off. I greatly appreciate all of your support, your conversation, and your wisdom. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on today. God bless you. I hope you have a great day, and goodbye.